Welcome to Get Heavy Podcast. With your host, Craig Casamas and Big J Curran.
All right, guys. So this is a special little fucking episode. We're going to start a new thing called Get Heavy Book Club. Now, what does that mean? That means that me and Jay, and it doesn't look like we read books, and you'd be right. We listen to a lot of books. Me and Jay listen to a lot of the same fucking books. And this last month, I guess in the last few weeks, we have both listened to Tom Segura's book. It's called I Like to Play Alone.
Yeah.
Right? We listened Audible, I would assume you listened to it on, right? Yeah.
Yep. Ordered it months ago.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome. Yeah.
It was a pre-order thing where if you ordered the book, you got a little pen to like a little.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I haven't got the pen yet. I don't know.
Yeah, what the fuck, Tom Segura?
Yeah.
But I'm a massive Tom Segura fan. Me and Jay are massive comedy fans.
Dad mouth.
Yeah, 100%, dude. So we both have just finished the book, essentially.
Oh.
I finished it today. He finished it a few days ago, maybe a week ago.
Yeah,
at this point, right?
yeah.
And I was pleasantly surprised.
It was so good just to hear. Just, I really, him and I have gone to see Tom Segura together.
Right.
I think is a fantastic orator. I think is an amazing, storytelling, comedic. Just seriously, man, he's one of the best.
He is.
He is just so good. Go look at anything he's done. And then to just a lot of it was just telling us stories about the stuff that a lot of us have heard.
Right.
But just a lot of little clarification in it and a little bit deeper understanding, about him and his upbringing and his friends and all of it. It was just, I couldn't, it was one of those things where once I started listening to it,
you couldn't stop.
It was hard to, I cut it off when I get off work, and then I'm sitting at the house cooking and doing what I'm doing, getting ready for the next day. And then when I wake up at 5:30 in the morning, I put my headphones on and start listening to it again because I could not get enough of it. It was so fucking good.
So the first chapter or so is about Top Dog.
Yes.
Right, which if you're your Mom's House fan, you have a fucking incredible reference for Tom's dad.
Hey,
who
buddy.
Just passed.
Hey, buddy.
Obviously, it was shocking. And when we saw him live, he did a fucking incredible job, doing an homage jokes to his dad. You know what I mean? Fucking some incredible shit. But the one cool thing to me was that, his dad's a weird dude. All of our dads are fucking weird dudes. He did a beautiful job portraying the fucking weirdness and then not only that, is a lot of weirdness, but you just live with it, dude. My old man is a guy that fucking bought scuba gear from a human at a bar and then decided to try it out in our 2-foot blow-up pool. You know what I mean? So you're what the fuck? You just learn to live with the weirdness of your fucking father. And the fact that, he talks about his old man, in the middle of conversations, bailing out. just being
walking away. Just walking away.
So good,
in the middle of it, just going
good. Yeah.
I'm done with this conversation. Yeah. I thought of you.
Did you?
Okay. I'm just totally thought of you. I mean, I don't think you would necessarily do that, but I could see you standing there going, why?
Yeah, 100%.
Am I having this conversation with this motherfucker burning out my ear hole? Totally, I got so much more shit that I could do. I got a kid in the next room that's ready to fucking kill me at any moment, and I need to start prepping.
100%.
Yeah.
So I love that fucking opening chapter. It was very, as a dude that has a complicated relationship with his father, it was fucking cool to hear. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? The reverence for his old man. You know what I mean?
For me, and my father's getting up there, man, and I've been having conversations with my family members lately, and I'm the closest with my dad of anybody in the family.
Right.
Him and I have been really, really, really tight for a long fucking time, and it's coming,
Yeah.
and it's coming probably relatively soon. I don't know. He's Irish, so who knows? But the compassion and the understanding and listening to him talk about his father
Right.
really touched me.
Right.
Because when even like before I read the book and I listened to your mom's house podcast, and when he would call Top Dog and be like, as soon as hey buddy,
Yeah.
hey
Totally.
buddy,
Yeah.
I fucking felt that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It
100%,
made me fucking smile every
Yeah.
time because it's that, I call my dad. And I feel the same thing when I call my dad.
Right.
My dad and I, my dad, hey, what's
Hey,
going
what's
on?
up?
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
up? What's going on, man?
Yeah.
And knowing what he went through, and now I'm dealing with trying to figure it out myself. So it was very emotional for me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
I like my brother and I've been talking about my father and what he's going through, or not what he. So the thing with my dad is, and you understand this, is we don't know what he's going through. He goes to all these doctor's appointments. He does all this shit himself, and we know. I know for a fucking fact, if my dad has cancer, there's a pretty good fucking chance he ain't gonna tell nobody.
Right.
And so, anyways, yeah, it's been.
Yeah.
It was very emotional.
It was cool, man.
Very,
And, like,
actually, the whole fucking book was very emotional.
it
for
was
me,
a little
man.
bit, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, because Tom Segura his comedy is gnarly. His fucking delivery is gnarly. He comes off as like a total psychopath. Me and you were comedy fans enough to understand that there's a absolute separation between the stage life and the real life.
It's a
right?
story, man.
Yeah, it's a story, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was cool to see him fucking like really develop on his old man. All that shit. And then when you get into it, like, the stories, obviously a lot of memoirs about him being on planes and meeting Serena Williams and Mike Tyson and all these
That Mike
things.
Tyson story is the
That
best
was Mike Tyson story is
ever.
incredible.
Yeah.
And I watched it on the comedy special and it was fucking hilarious. But to get a little more subtext, a little more context to it was a fucking cool thing. You know what I mean?
I've heard that story from Tom on numerous different podcasts
Right.
and stuff.
Right.
And when it got to that in the book,
Right.
I stopped and just was ready.
Right.
Like, this is it. I know the whole fucking story. And again, I just can't wait to hear him tell the story.
Right.
The same thing with Big Daddy Kane.
Oh, yeah.
Kane!
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh my God, dude. And and
awesome,
I'm an
man.
old school,
Right.
hardcore,
Right.
fucking major hip hop fan.
So me and Tom
Big
are like
Diddy
the same
Kane.
age, but we all caught that end of fucking hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, but for me, when he's like, Kane, I'm like, oh shit. That's what I'm talking about. That's Big Daddy Kane
That's
right there,
what's up,
boy.
dude. Yeah.
And I get excited, like just feeling that moment with him when he's talking about it.
Right.
Is just he's such a good storyteller.
He is,
and
yeah.
he brings everything to life.
Right.
It's just fuck. It was good, man.
Yeah, it was good. And then, when he touches on his kids, obviously his kids are younger than mine. I've gone through a lot of the things that he's fucking, and you're obviously far past that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But his kids are like little fucking weirdo savages, dude. And I absolutely identify with it. As a father who literally got punched in the face by his 3-year-old for taking a nap today, I understand the kids are fucking, you're like the best description of your children, especially boys, they are miniature versions of yourself with all the most insane attributes of you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and it made me so fucking happy, dude. Like,
Yeah.
When I heard that, like, his kids are assholes, just like all kids are assholes. You know what I
All
mean?
kids,
Like,
no gender specific.
No.
You know, there's some, like, my daughter was an absolute fucking sweetheart growing up.
Right.
She was just, you know, you could, like, she just was always a sweetheart. And her cousin was not.
Yeah, totally.
You know, she
Kids are
would
savages.
she would just, I remember I picked her up one time and set her on my lap. And I was, you know, we're joking around and playing and like we're wrestling around and stuff. And I picked her up and I'm like, "Who's your favorite uncle?" And she literally stopped everything.
So,
Like,
not you.
no. Not only did she was like,
Yeah.
"Uncle Scott." like straight
Not you
the
at all.
no, and made sure I fucking understood, dude.
Yeah, man.
It honestly was one of the most hurtful fucking things that ever happened to me in my life to have my niece go, "Oh, fuck you. I don't like you.
Yeah.
It's Uncle Scott."
Yeah.
And I went, "Oh shit." And literally she was sitting on my lap like we were, you know, and I literally went,
Boop. He dropped her off.
and our relationship was
That was it for
Oh,
me.
that
You
was
cut
it.
her off. Huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Up until the last like 3 years.
Yeah. Well, hey,
You know,
there you go, man.
we still
Yeah.
don't like. We're still not friends on Facebook.
Yeah.
We're still not. We don't. You know.
Yeah.
Although, that's part of me being a dick. I need to work on that.
Yeah.
You know. But
But
you know,
kids
we've
are
talked about how
kids
we
are
hold
fucking
shit.
assholes.
Oh my
and then
god.
they like to be a kid raised by two insane comedians. There's no way it won't be fucking nuts. You know what I mean? Like those kids almost don't have a chance. So
Yeah.
I love the honesty about it. I loved all that shit. You know, and the
Christina,
one like, oh yeah, I mean, what a fucking legend. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Putting up with that guy. You know what I mean? It's
Oh,
amazing.
and just listening to Christina Pazynski, Christina P. Check out her special. She is just if you get a chance, go back and listen to her story. Like
Right.
her storyline and what she's gone through and what she's done.
It's insane.
Oh my god, Dad! The shit she talks about. Sorry, the shit she talks about going through with her dad
Oh yeah.
and her mom.
Yeah.
And what a fucking savage her dad is.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
What a yeah.
It's
yeah,
good,
yeah.
man. So Tom Segura's book, highly fucking recommended. If you want some like it's not going to be anything that you, if you follow him, it's not going to be anything you've ever heard before. But it's a lot of fucking killer context
Yes.
to how Tom Segura's mind works, and he makes it an absolute point to fuck up Bert Kreischer in a handful of points, and I love that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, because that's
Yeah.
what we do to our best friends. We
Hey,
fucking,
man.
I mean, if
I
I wrote a
don't thi-
fucking book, I would spend half a chapter on your ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
And I love it,
And then
dude.
we'll both get together and talk about Scheimer.
100%.
Yeah.
100%, dude. So it's highly recommended. Like I said, me and Jay don't have a lot of time to read, but we listen to a lot of books.
A lot of audiobooks. Audible, man.
The one cool thing about his audiobook is that it's completely narrated by him. It is
Yeah.
also includes a shitload of PDFs for everything he's done.
And those PDFs were cool,
And the
man.
PDFs are amazing. And then also he does these little fucking vignettes and intros into everything he's talking about, whether it's announcing like plane flights or whatever the fuck it is. I've listened to a lot of books on tape at this point.
Yeah.
It was one of the coolest experiences because it really does feel like you're hearing him fucking explain it.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah. And I'm really looking forward to the future of this. Really super excited to get more into this stuff because Bernd Chrysler has a fantastic audiobook out there, Life of the Party.
Right.
And have you listened to that one yet?
No, I have not.
Oh, it's
We'll have
good,
to figure
dude.
that
It
one out.
is, yeah. And Beastie Boys have a great audiobook
Right.
out there. I don't know if you listen to that one. Another fantastic one.
Yeah.
You know, I'm always into Malcolm X. But anyway, so, you know, whatever, you know, I'm looking forward to continuing this
Yeah,
stuff. And and what a great listen.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
Even my wife, who fucking does not, she knows this much about Tom Segura. We listened to it on the way up to our camping trip, and she was absolutely laughing hysterically, especially when it hit into the kids and the whole deal. So, perfect listen. Let's. What do we want to start a rating? What do we want to do here? 10 stars.
Here's the problem for me is, I mean, we're gonna have to figure out picking the books, but I'm gonna give all of them 10s because
Right.
you know what I mean.
You
Like,
listen to it?
yeah. Well,
Did you
it's not
spend
only
10
that
hours
I
listening
listened
to
to
it?
the Burt Kreischer one, and if we're gonna do this, when we do this again, I'll listen to it again.
Right.
You know, every one of these things that I listen to, I haven't listened to one where I didn't get something from it,
Right.
and appreciated something out of it. And so, until we hit that dud, you know, let's just do 5 stars because I don't, you know. Let's this is definitely a 5-star review on this
Absolutely.
book. It was so fucking good, and it gave you an insight to his life, and it gave you a lot of smiles and laughs, and then there was some really seriously heart-turning moments there when he was
Right.
talking about his dad, and seriously hard laughs about talking about his mom, man.
Right.
You know,
God,
yeah, another savage.
Yeah.
If you're listening to this and you have listened to the book, and when they get into talking about her farting on video, you have to go look that up, man.
It's insane.
It is so fucking insane, dude. It's so legit. That it was
Yeah.
such a bomber that she just dropped.
Yeah.
And then after she was done and she turned around and saw him videoing it.
Dude.
Oh my God, dude. It's so fucking
Like,
funny, man.
the amount of times I wish
Fucking
I could
Tom.
have that amount of glorious fucking fart, dude.
Oh.
If it goes
Dude.
that long, I probably shit my pants.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
once
there's no way.
once it starts to open up like that, it's a
over.
quick
It's
done.
over, dude. It's
Anything
over.
past that, I'm trying to clench it up and keep
Yeah.
some of it in. Yeah.
Yeah, you're running to the toilet.
Yeah.
But,
for sure.
Cheers to Tom Segura.
Hey.
I like to play alone. Incredible
DJ
fucking
Dadmouth,
book.
you know, DJ Dadmouth, legend.
Cheers.
Yes.
5-star review.
Yep. Absolutely. YMH. Their
Big
podcast
fans.
is fantastic. Yada, yada, yada. Love you guys. Hope you enjoyed this.
Likewise. Bye.